Right, are you filming?
Yeah.
Can you see all the food in the picture?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get through the first 5 minutes of awkwardness and then we'll sort of relax. Hello, welcome back to the Geordie Wine Guide. I've got a bit of a spread on here. The only thing I'm missing is them hot dogs on sticks, bits of pineapple, party rings and jam tarts. But if we had them, could literally be the perfect spread. I think I'm going to use these to cleanse my palate in between the wines. That's what the pros do. So what we did was, we drove all the way to the south of France to climb a mountain on our bikes called Mont Ventoux. It's like a Tour de France classic climb. So that was fun. Some of the best white wines I've ever had have been from the south of France. There's this guy called Henri Milan, who's one of my heroes. So when I've been tasting all these southern Provençal wines, his wines stand out as being like really expressive and complex, and like you just have one sniff, you're like, bloody hell. So I really wanted to visit him, and we did visit him, and he was a nice guy. So we've put this lovely spread on, and we're going to relive our trip to France in the medium of wine. Apportez-moi du vin. Merci. This is one of my favourite wines of all time. It's called Le Grand Blanc, which translates to the big white, I think. We've got the 2013 and the 2012. 2012, I remember 2012, it was a hot summer, wasn't it? Remember the Olympics and that? It was a scorcher. 2013, what was it like? Well, that long winter that didn't go away, did it? And then it was really late, the summer. But when the summer came, it was all right. If you wanted to get this, there's a shop in London called Dynamic Vines. But apart from that, you'll be expecting to find it in Michelin-style restaurants and like really posh places. But it's not that expensive. It's about 20 quid a bottle. Gonna get straight into these. So the grapes is gonna be Grenache. There's a grape called Rolly. What's the other word for it? Don't know. Is it Vermentino? Something like that. Or Roussanne as well. Try the 2012 first. I'll just open them both. Maybe you could speed this up. So biodynamic production. So in Henri Milan's vineyard, he'll have a little separate part at the bottom of the field that is just left to grow wild. So a lot of the insects and wildlife can just carry on as normal there. So you get loads of insects that are going to feed on the pests on the wine. So instead of using loads of fertilizers and stuff, all of the bees and insects will be eating the pests. So it's a natural form of pesticide. It's good for the soil, good for the ecosystem. It doesn't use artificial yeast, it doesn't add anything to the wines, it's all natural production. And some of these wines have got no sulfites in, which I'm not really clued up on, but apparently it's a good thing. There's a special type of soil on Henri's vineyard of blue clay. It's similar to what you'd get in Chablis Grand Cru, but this isn't as expensive as Chablis Grand Cru. Le Grand Blanc. Yeah. Bloody hell. Let me just have a go at the other one as well. Class. It's one of them ones where I'm going to need like 10 minutes to get my head around it. So 2012 is extremely aromatic on the nose. Petrol, I'm getting like sherry, lavender, a little bit of fennel as well. When you chop fennel, it's slightly aniseedy, like beautiful on the nose, this one. Really creamy, very fresh. It's got a mouthfeel to die for. Nutty undertones, citrus, spices, like cinnamon, loads of length, and maybe at the end, maybe a bit of like sort of apple tartness. Do you like those lovely apple tarts that have got the caramelly tops? So that is a mint wine. 2013, it's totally different. It hasn't got the petrol and sherry-like smell that the other one had. There's a little bit of a sweeter smell, a little more elegant. At this point, I'm sort of wishing that I'd done a bit of research and so I could tell you what the weather was like. But what I like about the 2013 is that it's more minerality, so it tastes more of like rocks and creamy mouthfeel and more depth to it. I don't think it's as aromatic as the 2012, but think about it. These are the same producer, very similar grapes, the same soil, the same site. The only difference is that it's 1 year later, the weather is a bit different. Anyone could taste the difference between these two. It's not just someone with a good palate. Thanks to Henri Milan and Sebastian, who works there. He's great as well. He showed us all the wines. So Henri, if you're watching, we really like Le Grand Blanc, and we also like the Clos de Milan because that tasted like cured meats, and I like cured meats. Got a plate of them here. Thanks for letting us taste all your wines for the viewers at home. If you like interesting white wines, just remember what this bottle looks like, because one day you're going to see this bottle and you need to buy it.